What will happen when a woman's beloved cat goes missing? Desperate to find her furry companion, she searches everywhere but comes up empty. Just when hope seems lost, an unexpected call shatters her disbelief, delivering news so unbelievable, it changes everything she thought she knew. Once upon a time, in the peaceful town of Longmont, Colorado, Ashley and her family lived a happy, quiet life. They shared their home with a loving husband, kids, and a deep passion for cats. Over the years, their house had been filled with the laughter and purrs of several furry friends, all of whom were part of the family. Among them was Oliver, a special cat who arrived in 2009. Oliver wasn't just any cat. He was playful and full of love, fitting perfectly into the family's life. Everyone adored him. Oliver was an indoor-outdoor cat, always returning home each evening without fail. Ashley often said that he never strayed too far, always coming back to his safe, loving home. He had a quirky personality too. He loved water and would happily follow the kids around like a dog. His playful nature and deep connection with the family made him unforgettable. But in 2013, something changed. One day, Oliver didn't come home. No one could find him, and the family was filled with worry and confusion. Oliver had vanished, leaving them heartbroken and lost. It was an event that shook Ashley and her family to their core. Oliver, their beloved cat, was the type who loved staying close to home. Cats like him just don't wander off without reason. The family couldn't understand what had happened. They searched everywhere, hoping to find any clue that would bring him back. They checked all the local shelters for months, but no one had seen Oliver. It was heartbreaking. Ashley remembered the sadness that filled their home, how it felt like part of their family was missing. Oliver had a microchip and wore a collar with an ID tag, so there was always hope that someone would find him and return him. But as the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, that hope started to fade. The search seemed endless, and still, there was no sign of him. As time passed, life carried on, but Ashley never stopped thinking about Oliver. Even when the family moved to Colorado in 2017, the pain of losing him stayed with her. She found comfort in her other cats, but a part of her heart still ached for the cat who disappeared without a trace. Then, just when she thought the sadness might never end, another blow came. One of her other cats was diagnosed with cancer and passed away. The loss was too much to bear, and Ashley knew something needed to fill the empty space in their home. But convincing her husband to adopt another cat wasn't easy. Still, their love for animals won out, and they began thinking about bringing a new cat into their lives. Meanwhile, far away in Northern California, something incredible was unfolding. In October 2017, the devastating Tubbs Fire broke out in Napa, Lake, and Sonoma counties. It quickly became one of the worst wildfires in California's history, burning over 36,000 acres of land. For more than 3 weeks, the fire raged on, destroying thousands of homes and claiming 22 lives. The damage was immense, and the fire left a trail of heartbreak behind. Little did Ashley know, this fire would become a part of her own journey. Just as the Tubbs Fire was starting to be brought under control, Ashley received an unexpected call from a veterinary hospital in Santa Rosa. The news was nothing short of astonishing. They had found Oliver. The very same Oliver who had been missing for nearly 4 years. According to the staff, Oliver had been caught in the fire. Though he had suffered serious burns, a compassionate stranger had found him and rushed him to the hospital for help. Ashley couldn't believe it. Her missing cat, after all these years, had been found. The unimaginable had just happened. The news was almost too unbelievable for Ashley to process. After nearly 4 years of mourning her precious cat, Oliver, she was now hearing that he was still alive. "Honestly, I still can't believe it. It's surreal," she told the Sacramento Bee, her voice filled with a mix of joy and disbelief. The thought of Oliver surviving all these years was something she could hardly grasp. Despite the terrible hardships Oliver had endured, the fire, dehydration, and starvation, he had fought to stay alive. The fire had left him with severe burns, especially on his paws, so much so that in some places the burns went down to the bone. Yet, despite the pain and suffering, Oliver was still holding on, his spirit unbroken. His survival was a true testament to his strength and determination. Ashley was deeply moved by her cat's story. "To know what he's been through with the fire is absolutely unbelievable," she said, amazed at his resilience. "He's one very determined little guy, and he's doing amazingly well, considering his injuries." It was clear that Oliver had fought hard for his life, and now Ashley was ready to fight for him. She wasted no time and began making plans to bring him home to Colorado, determined to help him heal and give him the love he deserved. But there was one more hurdle to overcome: the cost of Oliver's medical care. His burns were severe, and the treatment he needed would be expensive. To help pay for the veterinary bills, Ashley set up a GoFundMe campaign, hoping to raise enough money for his recovery. In her post, she shared how much Oliver meant to her family and how excited they were to bring him home. "Oliver has severe burns on his paws, so bad that he's burned to the bone in some places," she explained. "He's going to need a lot of care and treatment." Despite the pain he was in, Ashley made sure to let everyone know that Oliver's spirit remained strong. "He's dehydrated and starving, but he doesn't give up. He's in good spirits and gets so excited to be petted when anyone opens his cage door," she wrote. "He's not ready to give up, so neither am I." Her determination to help him recover was clear, and she knew she wouldn't stop fighting for him until he was home, safe and healthy again. Ashley's determination to bring Oliver back home was unshakable. She refused to give up on her beloved cat, even after all the years apart. With the support of kind-hearted people who donated to her GoFundMe campaign, Ashley was able to raise enough money for Oliver's treatment. A week later, she boarded a plane to California, filled with excitement and hope. The thought of being reunited with her long-lost friend brought tears to her eyes. She had missed him so much, and now, finally, she would be able to bring him home. When Ashley arrived at the hospital, the reunion was more emotional than she could have imagined. Oliver had been sleeping when she first arrived, but as soon as he heard her voice, he woke up and recognized her immediately. "He whipped his head around as soon as he heard my voice," Ashley recalled, smiling at the memory. It was clear that the bond they shared had not faded, even after so many years. Oliver's recovery wasn't easy, but he was a fighter. His burns needed constant care, but he stayed strong through it all. Slowly, he healed and was well enough to travel back to Colorado. The heartwarming moments continued when Ashley brought him home. As soon as Oliver saw her daughter, he immediately cuddled up to her, showing that he still remembered his family. "It was like he'd never been gone," Ashley said, knowing that this reunion was truly meant to be. The family was overjoyed to have Oliver back home, and Ashley couldn't be happier. "We are so happy to have Oliver back," she said with a bright smile. "He's just as sweet as he always was, and he never leaves my side at night. It's truly a miracle." For Ashley, this was the happy ending she had dreamed of, and the family felt whole again. For so many years, Ashley had missed Oliver's presence. Her house had felt incomplete without him. "I've been telling my husband for months that we have a vacancy in our house," she said with a laugh. "I'm so happy that Oliver will be filling it." The joy of seeing him return after nearly 4 years was beyond words. Oliver's journey had been long and full of challenges, but he had made it back to the family that loved him. The bond they shared was unbreakable, and Ashley knew that Oliver was meant to be a part of their lives forever. It was a miracle that he had come home, and Ashley was grateful every day to have him back. No matter what happened, Oliver would always be their beloved cat. That's all for today. Now, it's your turn to share your thoughts about this story. What's the next story you'd like to know? Let us know in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe so you won't miss any of these amazing videos on the Wild Wonder.